Well, hello again everyone, and welcome to another in the segment of the management chat discussions on management topics. And today one of the things that I wanted to share with everyone was a little bit about managing change. Question is, are you managing change, or is change managing you? And that's an interesting question. Things happen so quickly in our lives that sometimes we're not sure if life is managing us or we're actually managing life. And experience indicates that in most organisations, the way in which companies go about managing change is generally by trial and error, and often little experience in actually making it happen in a constructive and proactive manner. And a lot of change initiatives fail. In other words, they don't return the investment to the organisation of the actual change initiative that was expected in the beginning. We might focus a little later on why these things happen and why there's so much resistance to change. One of the key areas is the focus by many organisations on focusing on change in terms of a process, often forgetting the emotional side and the behavioural aspects of managing change within the organisation. The question that I have as we talk about this topic is to ask, where does one actually experience or learn the experience of managing change? Who's the best person in the organisation to manage change, and where did they get their skills from? Is it a topic in schools? Is it a topic in university where we learn to manage change? And from a lot of homework that I've done with many executives across the country, we've identified that managing change is a skill that's often developed on the job as opposed to any professional experience and development that is done to manage change. The interesting part though, and the exciting aspect, is that there are techniques, there are processes, there are strategies and tactics that can be learned in order to be more effective as a change manager within an organisation, and in fact works in our personal lives as well. I'll explore a couple of those with you today. Another important fact is that being good at managing change is actually a competitive advantage, because it means as an organisation we can be nimble, we can work effectively to the change that's around us and respond accordingly. Question in terms of your thoughts about the rate of change. Do you think that the rate of change today is happening faster than 100 years ago? Consider that. Now perhaps add the conundrum, do you think the generational issues, that someone who's older responds easier to change, or someone who's younger responds better to change? That should stir some thinking as well. Our experience illustrates that there's certain base human values, no matter what the age, no matter what the generation, no matter what era we lived, there's certain resistances to change that occur. So why do so many people resist change? A survey and some research that was done actually indicates that one of the key reasons people resist change is that no one has really understood, or no one has given them the explanation as to what is the real business need for change. Why does the organisation have to change? So we forget to tell people. Another reason for resistance to change is that people are concerned is, will they have the skills in the future state to cope and be successful? In addition, layoffs are feared as a result of change. People enjoy the status quo and the relationships they have and the success they have in the status quo, and therefore resist change. And another one which makes sense is that people feel very often that they are asked to do more for less, perhaps, as change occurs. And all of these things build up this resistance to change. Many organisations have no strategies for change. Question, who drives change? Who's the best person in the organisation to make change happen? Is it the CFO, the CIO? Is it someone who heads up marketing? Is it the CEO or managing director, him or herself? Not an easy answer when you look at the skills required and the time it takes to plan and strategize and the tactics in order to drive change successfully. What is the role of management in change? How can managers contribute to successful change? Do we have change goals? Have we set up change measures, in fact, to make change happen successfully? Do we have a checklist for managing change? If we get it right, there are incredible benefits, and these include ideas like return on investment on any project, which increases because we've been more effective the way in which we make change happen, retaining our people, because we know that sometimes when we drive change, we can be so focused on the processes that there's a chance of actually losing the good people that we have in the organisation. Meeting our timelines, which reduces the risks associated with it, achieving our business objectives when we drive change effectively, and many, many others. If you're really interested in driving change successfully in your organisation, I'd be happy to share some insights, talk further about how CCS can assist your organisation in managing change more effectively, and more importantly, develop the skills of people within your company to manage change in the best possible fashion moving forward. We've got great test cases and examples across many industries that illustrate that driven successfully, change can have a huge impact personally and professionally on the people in your organisation. Look forward to speaking with you. Drop us a line at colin@corporatebehaviour.com.au, or alternatively give us a call, and that's Sydney 02 9386 0011. Look forward to speaking with you again.